Do you
I
think
agree.
you agree even with her saying that, if her 13-year-old daughter asked her for a vibrator, that it should be given
Yeah,
to her?
yeah. You know the problem with men is that y'all sexualize everything. So y'all sexualize a girl touching herself sexual. Like y'all sexualize masturbation. Y'all understand that y'all forget that sex and intimacy. Y'all don't know the difference between intimacy and sex, which is really not good. Y'all look at porno and y'all think that that's what life is. It's more, that's not even intimacy. And if you notice, if you watch porno, it's very graphic and rough and it's not loving. It's, very, dehumanizing. It's very violent. And y'all associate that with intimacy, and that is not intimacy. And so if a girl gets a vibrator and she touches herself or she learns or she understands her body, because that's what it is, her understanding her body. It's nothing sexual about it.
I'm more so focused on the um 13-year-old girl um having a vibrator to explore her body, as you said. So you do endorse that.
Yes, because it's not sexual. It's not sexual. Touching yourself and loving yourself is intimacy with yourself. It's not how y'all see it. It's not how y'all brains perceive it. Because y'all been told that y'all associate that with porn and y'all associate that with sex and into what you do with your romantic partners. So to y'all as men, it's disgusting. But as women, this is why women need to be able to have a voice. And yes, there's some women that's not going to agree, but it's some women that's going to understand that. But patriarchal women is not going to agree. But other type of women, women like me, we're going to understand that that's your body. That's there. You can touch it. You can rub it. You can learn. It's safe. And to be honest with you, it actually builds when you understand your own body, better intimacy with the man when you are ready because you understand what you like. So now when you're in that position of making love to your man, it's better. You enjoy it more. There's nothing wrong with it. Let's grow up, people.
So can she
Oh
now?
my God. Babies touch them. Somebody said she's 13. Do you know that babies touch themselves? Do you punish a child because the child is trying to figure out what the hell is that? They have no idea what their private parts are. They play and fiddle with themselves because they're learning their bodies. There's nothing wrong with that. Grow up.
13-year-old girl exploring her body. Can she explore her body using her hands? Like, does she need to get a toy?
But what do a vibrator look like? It doesn't all look like a penis.
I know.
So
It doesn't look like one at all.
all the vibrator is just a tool. She could get carpal tunnel syndrome. It just makes it easier. So she don't got to do this all day. That's all it is. It's just a tool that goes faster, gets the job done quicker. That's all.
If a 13-year-old boy came to his mother and or his father and asked for like the gawk gawk sex toy,
What
do you,
don't boys masturbate anyway? What's wrong with children having these open conversations with their parents?
so you would endorse getting a 13-year-old boy a gawk gawk toy?
What's wrong with listen? Doesn't the 13-year-old boy is the 13 boy don't year old boy don't have a conversation with his parents? Is the 13-year-old boy just automatically not gonna? Isn't the 13-year-old boy still going to do it? So what is wrong with having that type of conversation with your parent? Just say a son went to the father, jerk off, and the son said, "Well, look, son, this is a toy, gets the job done easier." They're doing it anyway. They're exploring it anyway. It's not going to stop them. Kids play with themselves. Let's act like when we wasn't kids, we wasn't touching ourselves.
So I just want to be crystal clear though. So you would endorse getting a 13-year-old boy a gawk gawk toy?
What's the thing that go on their thing?
Yes.
They jerk it off anyway. It's no different than a sock.
So you would.
They're gonna do it. If my son, if a child was out there doing it, he was using a sock, and my son said, "Look, ma, I use this sock, this special sock, and this is what I use this sock for." Okay, that's your sock. I'm not gonna be like, "Oh my God, my child is such." Oh,